Everyone to the Rotary Club, and I welcome everyone who's also joined us on Zoom for our first hybrid meeting of the Westwood Village Rotary Club. It's a new world that we're going to read into, everybody. I just want you to introduce our newest member. He's here. His name is Westwood Owl. That's it right there. Say hi, Rosie. Very nice. He's going back at you. It's Westwoodsy and Owl. That's it. Okay, Marcia's going to join us next Thursday on Zoom. Pardon me? It'll be through Zoom. It's through the old routine when we would have a Zoom meeting. Same thing. Tia will be sending out the invite to join us through Zoom. But Zoom is the hybrid meeting provides an opportunity for members who aren't here to Zoom in. But really, what we want is everyone to be here in person when they can be here.
I thought it was once a month. Every meeting.
No, first we're doing it once a month. You're actually correct. But ultimately, it might be every week if it works as well as we anticipated working. We're going to take it slow. We want to take it slow. We want to just jump with that completely. Yes, sir.
Are we able to track people watching by Zoom?
Tia has that. Yes, she's watching that.
Oh, okay.
How many who do we have on Zoom right now, Tia?
We have now 8 people. 8 on Zoom.
8. Okay. Can you tell us who they are? I mean, maybe they can all say hi one by one.
You guys can unmute yourselves and say hello.
Hello.
Ron Leicester's here.
Nice.
Christine.
Hi, Christine.
Hello.
Does Al show the speaker or show the?
Yeah, we're going to work on that. For right now, we can't get the image up there just yet. Okay. We'll work to do that. So you can see the people.
So.
Why don't you tell us what else is on, Tia?
Newspaper, Shirley and family. And someone's going
Oh, Peter, you can't do that. Can't do it. Get feedback.
Bill, Ron, and Ed Scott.
Jackson?
It's here. Yeah, it's all here. Do we have a picture of that?
It's everyone.
So, is that everybody, Tia?
Yep.
Okay, good. So with that said, let's just run this like our usual meeting. And again, I welcome everyone today. And as we've been hearing all year long, our theme this year is Create Hope in the World. And today is March 28th, which is the National Respect Your Cat Day. And that is our cat, Sarah. She passed away at the age of 21. I frankly was her favorite. So I know we have a lot of cat people in this room. I hope you all love your cat as much as I love my cat. She was wonderful. So here we are, the 4-way test of the things we think, say, and do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you.
And Christine wasn't able to make it, so Janet, thank you for stepping in today's program. Pardon me?
Jim was doing.
Oh, Jim, of course. Jim's, like I said last week, Mr. Reliable. Thank you both. And our pledge today will be led by Sean McMillan. Sean.
Ladies and gentlemen, they face the flag. Head over heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible.
Sean. And our thought of the day would be by John O'Keefe. John.
My thought today is going to be about happiness. The world's happiness report was just issued for this year, annual report. Happiness around the world. Once again, the Nordic countries went out. Finland has held the top ranking for the last years. And just listing the 10 happiest countries real quickly here: Finland, Denmark, Iceland, Sweden, Israel, Netherlands, Norway, Luxembourg, Switzerland, and Australia. It's the US. After the end of last year, 2023. Where's the US, you guys?
16.
Number 23. Number 23. Canada is, they beat us, number 15. Ireland, kind of a depressing country. Ireland is number 17. United Kingdom is number 20. Believe me. I have a book that I read periodically when I'm down in the dumps. The 100 Simple Secrets of Happy People. And it's how people find happiness and stay happy. So I do read this book. So let's briefly consider some of the secrets in the book about happiness. How to be happy. Cultivate friendships. Friendship beats money by a whole lot. Exercise. When you exercise, you get these endorphins in your system. Good. Volunteer. People who volunteer are generally happy people. Join a group. Join the Rotary. Happy place to belong to. Have a group to belong to. Be positive. Be a glass half full person, not the opposite. Visit your neighbors. I was talking to Gordon about this. Many of us don't even know our neighbors. You have to work at it anyway. Visit your neighbors. Listen to music. And golf, that's your specialty. Keep reading. Books are a lot better than newspapers and magazines, by the way. Keep reading books. You know, I saved the very best for last. Smile. Smile. That's a win-win situation. That makes other people happy. That's what makes you happy. So I'm going to wish everybody a very happy week.
Any correlation to independence in this country?
Maybe.
Moving right on. And golf, our song for today.
We're gonna wear a bunny hat?
I can only imagine.
No, I don't. You please stand, sing the Easter praise, Easter is Sunday. And I'll pull a hat out of my bag.
I'm proud to see it, guys. It was pretty nice. I was pretty close. I hear it rocked up. Fancy, mate.
Okay, let's just, the Easter bonnet. And, with the voice of all the friends.
And look at neighbors smile. Watch out, and look at this one. These are fresh flowers, guys. They no fake flowers.
These are fresh.
We can joke around flowers.
See you on Zoom?
Oh, yeah, everyone on Zoom see this? Hope so. Nice, really
All
done.
right, let's give it a shot.
You know what that is? It's kind of the rudimentary camera of the 1860s. So it's actually a form of the camera. You're on the road driving.
It's all the different.
I know it's it dates back to 1880s Gilded Age with, okay, I have to do it. You did it. You'll be up there with the trivia. I know Marsha will know this. Marsha, who starred in Easter Parade? Right, very good.
What else do you want?
Would you say you?
Oh, listen to you. Listen to you. First, I wasn't asking you, I was asking Marsha.
Oh.
Anyway, well done, well done. Okay,
And Janet can answer that. Right, music.
All right.
thank you. And I think our past president Diane Good was off to Paris.
Yeah.
Of what? To Paris. Oh, I should have gone back and. So give us a big report. Oh, she is going to give us a report on just Diane's the program that day. Along with Angel from the UCLA Road Drivers, we'll be talking about the humanitarian trip to Ecuador. I believe they're leaving next week as well. So that's going to be a fun program on the 25th of April. It's going to be at Persian Gulf. It will be hybrid that day as well. So that should be a wonderful program at Bruce Bay's Restaurant. Visiting Rotarians, I think the word's out. No one here, no visiting Rotarians. I don't think we have any guests here, at least we don't in person. And I think we just have numbers on the, oh, Marcia Day, my wife, my God, Marcia.
Yeah, Marcia.
Really, past week, last Thursday afternoon at Queenie High, we had the pageant of the arts. It was wonderful, great talented youth, music and art and debate. And well, debate, speech. Here's a picture of some of the judges, including the principal of Uni High. We got to get her back over here. We had a Uni High principal as a member of our club in the past. On the far right is Khalil Sabah, teacher who handles all of the music, and let me tell you, the music was wonderful. Got some really talented young people.
Who won the pageant for local community?
For Uni High, boy, that's a good question. Let me think off the top of my head. There's a young lady who was really almost humorous. Her name was Olney, and she sang, and it was kind of almost a little bit of a rap to it. And it was really, and a little humor in it. It was really great. She really has a great voice as well. And then the second place, I think they won the music, we won the second place. But again, it was excellent programs. And then on Friday, we were up at West LA VA for the Music Men's Mind, new location out there, beautiful place where we're going to have those concerts. Great turnout, open mic for the vets and for musicians, and that was awesome. And here's a picture of Diane, the girl who was the same at the event. And it was just a lot of fun. And I'll tell you, the location where they're holding is just beautiful. It's a courtyard with the new buildings surrounding it. Oh my gosh, it's just really so attractive.
Right there, Steve.
Sorry?
Stop right there.
Okay.
And between Carol and I, the tall gentleman under the first tent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a fine.
Under the head of all the grandson.
And he's very talented. He leads the group. Awesome talent there. I don't know where he got it at. You have any answer? No, his grandson's amazing. Really good.
like the music director.
Yes.
Music and mine.
Yes, you're absolutely right. So I recommend, I highly advise everyone to get up there for a performance or two. It was really awesome. It's easy parking, parked at the golf course. They shuttled us down, just a short ride. Then Marcia and I actually walked back up to our car. It was a wonderful afternoon, beautiful weather. They had refreshments. It was great. So we got to get more of us behind getting out there, visiting music events, performances, which is awesome. And then lastly on this list is what happened last Saturday, of course, with Transitional Village. And it was district-wide, District 5280, Peace Language Workshop Part 2. Marcia, could you share just a moment about the program? You were there, you were part of it, you were a facilitator.
Well, thank you. Yes, you were at my table. I was one of the facilitators when we had breakout rooms. And it was, of course, Diane was a major factor in this. So, it was with Transitional Village. And Dr. Vicki McDowell, who was the past district governor of 5280, she was leading a conversation about peace language and how to, just deal with difficult subjects come up. Part of the piece is not so much that we have to agree on everything, but we can speak to each other civilly, when we are in disagreements and listen. And one of her quotes, I think, and I think as I said it was sometimes you have to stand up and speak out, and sometimes you have to sit down and listen. That's the definition of courage.
Yes, right.
Yeah. So I think,
Well, Marcia, please stand up. Yeah, I have something for you. They're giving out what I call the Above Beyond vision. I want to give you one of the things done for Rotary, we put the Street Club, District, Rotary Worldwide. So I want to give you this if I can. And again, here's a picture from the event. Peter was there before. Oh, I was about the point where Peter's sitting, and I said, "Where is he?" Yeah. Governor Economic. Here I am. Janet Schwartz is right over here. Janet was an all-star. Everyone said, "Where did you come from?" And laughed, and he marched over here. And I think that was it. Am I missing? No, Diane. Diane was kind of making sure everything was going on for being admitted into the facility and all. So anyway, it was a wonderful program. Yeah.
Eric, that one marked up?
Oh, yeah, this was a district-wide event. Oh, it's all people throughout the district. There's about 35 of us there. And I highly recommend attending the third part of the week. Okay, and then, we were there, also were there, I think the previous Saturday, you were there, but the YMCA, I think the previous Saturday, right, about the membership program?
Gosh, was there too.
You want to share a few comments about it?
Yeah, there was a general membership meeting and, most of the people there were membership chairs, but there were representatives from over and Wing Road, Martha, Downey, Glendale.
beach cities,
Yeah, and, well, he was there, it's going to be the, district governor in about 3 years. The main topics were attracting new members, onboarding for preparing the members, and engaging and retaining members. Now, one person who was also there was Casino, who seemed to be everywhere all at once. But she mentioned that she'd like each club to have at least one new member, and they like to have 5% increase overall, and they are concerned about attrition. But she did mention that Westwood Club has been doing very well attracting the members. Martin was not able to attend. In terms of preparing members, people suggested naturally having meetings after they join, and then they can for a year afterwards, special meetings for new members. And also documentation and giving members the expectation of what to do. And in terms of the new members, I mentioned for new members, we have the pre-meeting sessions, and I thought that was a good idea. And also hybrid meetings, which we're now doing. But the problem, the hybrid meeting is to make sure that not everyone is here. And then in terms of retaining members, one thing that was suggested was when people mentioned collaboration with the so-called Rotary Unity Corps, which are people who participate in Rotary events, but they're not necessarily members. They also had a spreadsheet of the various clubs, color-coded green, yellow, and red, about the membership pattern over the years, and Westwood was in the green section. And another thing too is to publicize Rotary. Brady put out a big poster, and we also had a beanbag game. And I noticed that a lot of the kids who are in July were playing the game. Seemed to be pretty popular, and people were asking, what is Rotary?
Nice, nice. Well, thank you, Janet. Appreciate those comments about the membership program 2 weeks ago. Thank you on that.
Trying now.
There we go. Just a few announcements. Janet, I'd like to organize our book fair again, our book selling on April 11th. You and I can talk about how we can structure that. It's going to be April 11th. To remind everyone, bring a book you like. It's going to cost you $10 to sell it to another Rotarian, and the other Rotarian can buy it for $10. So for every book we bring, in theory, we'll make $20. So if everyone brings a book here, that's we have about 15 people here today. That's $300 for our Westwood Village Rotary Foundation. It was a lot of fun the first time. I know it'll be fun the next time we do it on the 11th of April. Our next cleanup date is on the 20th. Then on the 27th, we have a district-wide Rotarians at Work Day. So remember, Rotarians will be out there on April 20th, cleaning up Westwood. We've done, I counted, I think, Dave, 7 or 8 cleanups this year so far. It's just amazing. And then one thing I want to organize before my year's over. It's not a golf tournament. It's just a bunch of us getting out to the VA for a 9-hole round of golf.
Hack and slash.
Pardon me?
That's not a golf tournament, what is it?
It's just a bunch of guys getting in the gap with it, in and out, having a round with us. We're not raising money. We're just out there having a good time. Because I want everyone to get an understanding of what's like to play golf up there. I haven't yet. And then next time we go, maybe we'll organize a tournament. But right now, it's just gonna be fun afternoon, not necessarily on a Thursday. So I'd like to show a few. And if you think maybe you can bring a friend, which is really a good idea, if we can make it into maybe showcasing some Rotary, raise your hand if you're gonna bring one person or two. I think I can bring 2 people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 people here. I'm sure we'll get some more people who will be interested in joining us. So that's 2 foursomes. That's great. And then afterwards, we'll have a little drinks with beer, have a great time. Yeah, Dad.
Have you been there since they fixed the what?
I have, but I haven't played in the golf tournament. It's beautiful up there. Of course, it looks wonderful.
I haven't been there since they made the change.
Well, you should see it. The grounds are just beautiful.
And you're coming, right?
Yeah, it's got, so that's 8 of us so far. Other people, consider it. It should be a lot of fun. And that's gonna be in May or June. We'll figure out a date. Birthdays this month. We got Mike Newman on March 3rd. We got Terry's father, Terry, our wife, on March 4th, and our own Chris Gaynor. Let's sing happy birthday. I don't think Mike Newman's on Zoom, but maybe he is. And obviously reach out to Terry Senior and to Chris at home. Sing happy birthday. Village Rotary program chairman. And I thought of no better day than today on Chris's, or at least Chris's birth month, to give him a little present and a thank you for being my program chair for the second quarter. Chris, I don't know where the club got these or when they got them, but I got them. See, look, I know probably there's nothing in here. Anyway, this is for you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Okay, moving on. Anniversaries. Oh, John O'Keefe.
Oh. I'm not that old.
John.
Good Friday.
Good Friday. Good Friday is when good, very good Friday. Okay. Oh my gosh, Jim and Paul Crane on March 2nd. It's either relatively new, 15 years now. And lastly, it's Shen Yang and JEB on March 18th and 22. We're gonna get Mayor and Shen to get on, but that's also mostly. They're not gonna be able to make, at least join us for the hybrid meetings. And then joining Rotary, oh, there he is, Terry Elwine is there, March 26, 1981. 3 years, wow. And Ron Meister is on Zoom. Ron, March 20th, 1986, well done, Ron. Nevin Sankin, March 30th, 98, Ellen Boras.
Ask Ron how many meetings he's missed.
That's a good question. Ron, how many meetings have you missed over the years? Or is that perfect attendance?
Fine. That's perfect attendance.
Ron, you still maintain perfect attendance, right? Ron, come off Zoom. Let's hear that golden voice.
I'm muted, but yes, perfect. Never miss one.
Thank you. Thank
Did
you.
you know that Ron went to Woodstock?
Yes, I do. That's a whole nother story. I think he might have shared it with the club at some point, but maybe not.
Line.
Yeah, that's a great, I mean, honestly, Ron, that's true. That's a wonderful story.
That's
Have you
true.
share it? Okay, moving on here, and I'll finish up here. Ellen Horowitz joined on March 1st of 2014, and Sunda Lundquist on March 30th of 22.
Right.
So, here we are. Today's program, past President Tom Barron. And he's going to be introduced by past President Steve Day.
No, not that.
Yeah, but before I do that, I want to thank Tom for everything he's done this year. He's been a program chair for the third quarter. He's always there as a member of the board. He filled in a couple of weeks ago when I was in Florida. He's done a great job again on bringing up some of our very best programs, or programs that Tom organizes. So I want to give Tom a couple of things too before he starts. I have two things for Tom. Hope you don't mind, Tom, you can stand up. I too have a program chair pocket knife for you. I know it's a little one. It has a screwdriver, has a. And second of all, I wanted to give you one of the above and beyond pins as well, Tom. Again, you've just been such a great supporter of my year and all the things you do. And I just want to give you this card about the pin. Share with you a meeting or a program I really don't care anything to. I should feel a lot of fun. Share it.
One point out to everyone that one of our members says his picture up on the wall, apparently.
Oh.
It's you on that wall.
Ooh.
I took my own.
Think down on it. Okay, as it happens with some people running the program before. So anyway, I decided to do something alone, and I'll tell you what I did. I was invited to the open meetings day. I gave it up because I figured there's something
special.
about today. That is, I asked Benjamin, because he's next year, that we ought to have more member presentations. And he agreed that maybe next year we will have more member presentations. So today is kind of a test case of what I want to do. It's not a senior craft talk. It's just something I put together. I retained a lot of the online jokes, quotes, things like that came across. Today I'm making a kind of potpourri type of presentation, which includes some of these, such like that, with a little humor, little wisdom, all involved.
So Tom, is it interactive?
Yeah. Some of the first part of it's interactive, totally trivia. Well,
Should be working.
yeah, told me. This is a total PowerPoint presentation, so I've had it.
You're there, baby.
All right.
All right.
Trivia. Small warning. I received these questions from my son-in-law, actually, who's a movie nut, and he did this from the top of his head, most of it. But I asked Janet over here 2 questions, and she got them without hesitation. She answered the proper answer. So we've got another movie nut over here. And so she's not allowed to answer, nor is Taya or Diane, because they've seen the slides. So what I want to do is go through these questions and raise your hand if you haven't answered. There's no prizes, nothing like that. So you're not, I haven't asked the first question yet. So anyway, raise your hand. And if nobody can get the right answer, Janet will give you the right answer. I presume, I'm making an assumption. Okay, the first question is, who holds the record for the most Oscar wins? Nominated 59 times, 22 awards. And, okay, I think I saw Chris Gaynor raise his hand.
Walt Disney?
Well,
Yeah, I did it.
Oscars did Alfred Hitchcock win for best director?
One.
None. Nominated for. Raise your hand. You haven't blurted it out. Raise your hand. You want to raise your hand? None. None. Okay, I call it.
What were you gonna say? I was gonna say 3.
The only one of the Hitchcock's movies has been the best picture.
One. Oh, I know this.
Okay, Chris.
Rebecca.
Yeah, he's a movie. Wow. Yeah.
I got a ringer right here.
Who holds the record for most Academy Award nominations and how many?
Ooh, that's, I think I know.
Let's call somebody else.
John Williams.
Pardon?
John Williams.
John Williams. What's a lot of them? What is it referred to as a EGOT? Marshall.
Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a,
Award nominations for acting.
Is that a male or female?
Is it Meryl Streep?
It's a woman. Let's get somebody.
Meryl Streep?
John shaking his head.
Well, that was not bad. So that like a layup. We're better.
Okay, which is the first movie to win the Academy Award for Best Picture?
first movie?
I'm going to go with Chris.
Wings.
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 That was the name of the movie.
Okay, 127.
Gary Cooper. Yeah.
Janet, would you answer all these?
What was that?
Would you answer all these for the record?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Who hosted it? Now, this is an easy. Somebody else besides.
I can't read it.
Who hosted the Academy Award show for the most time?
Wow.
Wow.
Ed Jackson.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Bravo. Of course.
Never won, never won.
1954, Oscar-winning film, What the Paul Brown would say here. Truly was that. Shot in color.
On the water.
On the water. See. Okay. Which director boasts equivalent 3 of all the top 4 worldwide grossing movies of all time? Now.
Everybody.
No. No. Steve.
John Cameron.
John.
James.
Okay.
Can't see it.
Which film was most successful of all time with adjustments for inflation are calculated? Inflation, of course. Gross movies up and.
The CPA table, no.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm not sure. This is Bill Rowan. I'm not sure if I'm getting Chelsea or Austin. Dustin. Anyway, I wanted to talk to him about.
Oh, Bill.
Bill. Quiet down.
Is the owl catching the screen?
But it's also catching his screen.
Yeah.
All right, now a little golf wisdom.
Gosh. Don't play.
Yeah. Golf is more about the people you play with than the score you shoot.
Is that the question?
Is that true or false?
Now you can do it.
Should
Should you read that?
What I got.
we read it to us, Tom?
Golf. Oh.
Greatest game.
Yes. Also have the ball, play the ball where it lies. That's about life. That was Bobby Jones who said that. Sorry, you're not about clear. Here's a ball they instinctively knew the safest spot to win it. That's the thing shooting the ball.
Oh, that's big.
That's always.
Yeah. Speed break.
Some religious humor, maybe.
Well, okay, let's bring it on.
This is for the ball. Don't talk to me, please. Then I'm glad we didn't go on that cruise thing.
There you go, of course.
Well, it certainly explained why he let 3 of us on board, a couple of worms down there.
You know, it's fishing.
We keep the holy cow in the barn and the holy mackerel in the lake. I guess I don't have enough time to look at. Both ways before crossing the desert, I suppose, is smothered. Leave the bubble wrap and look at 5 seconds and look at these. Steve's right, you see things differently when it comes to humor. Think about this. I kill for borrow money from pessimists. They don't expect it back. 9% of lawyers get the rest of the bad name. Ron, probably 1%.
Your bonds are 1%.
Clean conscience is usually a sign of a bad name. You can tell when you're out in display. That's you're right. Everything is coming your way from the wrong lane. A mechanic told me I couldn't repair your brakes, so I made your horn out. The affliction is a place where you got tired of thinking. I'll straight someone. The older I get, I wish to get that. God takes care of you. John Rose, actually go. That sign is hanging, wooden gymnasium, right with wooden center. This is by Rose. Changing toilet paper does not cause brain damage. It's a little sign. Grandson's bathroom. India, that laughter. Do the right thing, even when no one is looking. It's called integrity. To acquire knowledge, one must study. To acquire wisdom, one must observe.
Who's that by?
Savant.
He's a genius.
It's too late to prepare. But this is one from this quote. I have the following comments. Perfect example of this. As we all know, recently there was an overwhelming bipartisan legislation passed in the House of Representatives. That didn't just happen. So happened that back in 2020, the House of Representatives got together and they created a select select committee to investigate China. That's in 2020. And they got together on a bipartisan basis, and this is what the select committees should do more often in our government. Right now, much of the legislation that's needed doesn't happen. Why? Because they're responsible for certain things, and then there's a lot of tough, problem with their turfs and responsibilities like that. So therefore, legislation doesn't get proposed. This select committee in China actually did the investigation, created the background for China's, so we say, deliberations and how they attack the United States with how they treat us. And this committee got together and said, so when the TikTok situation came along, legislation was passed very quickly. Why is that? It's because the select committee in China had already done the work. They prepared for this time coming. And just recently, we saw this TikTok where they're called on to divest themselves from China. Whether that happens or not, whether it's senator troops, etc., that's non-political. It's a thing that we should do in our government. This committee did that, did their homework. As a result, we laid the groundwork in the bipartisan legislation. Passed 352 and 65. Great one-liners. back to you for a little bit. Live to be 100, give up all the things that make you want to live to be 100. We haven't said that. Artificial intelligence, no match for. Hospitality is the art of making guests feel they're home. Belongs to anyone, because 20% don't care, the other 10% are glad you have it. Like true.
What's Marcia doing?
First you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you. Okay, here's the final part of the little presentation here. And this is when God shows off. I hope this comes through clearly. Oh, the colors
Nice fish.
much better on it.
Is that a fish? It's a fish with a flower. And is that a bird or that's another fish?
Yeah. Birds playing. It's colors are base.
Yeah.
So show up quite a little. Not the lights. Today's National Cat Day.
By the leopard.
Today's National Cat Day.
Yes, it is. I respect that. I respect that.
What is it?
Is that a caterpillar?
Caterpillar.
Or is it birds? I think they're birds.
Oh, they're birds.
Caterpillar.
Right.
This is a lot of injustice to the colors in the area.
I think it's better.
Hold on, Tom. I need an adjustment. Calm down, let him get the glare.
You know, that whole headlight, kind of lights.
Oh, yeah.
Like put down for a second.
There you go.
This is better.
Much better, yeah.
Oh, that's much better. Huh?
So.
That wonderful product. Oh,
Before we finish up, the last slide. Since today is the Dodger opening day, I just want to tell you a little story. I grew up a Boston Red Sox fan. Knowing more about Ted Williams, you should know about. Batted 344, and he was the greatest hitter sports that I know of. He was hitting a ball from 60.6 inches, coming at you 90 miles an hour. He was the best hitter ever I saw. 1959, the Dodgers moved to LA. They started playing baseball at the Coliseum.
That's right.
I was 19 years old at the time, and I attended the All-Star game, which was held at the Coliseum. And Ted Williams was 39, 40 years old or something. And he just was added to the All-Star lineup for the American League. It's an honor. It's a greatness. He walked out of the dugout, 19, for the first time I saw this man. And he's one of the greatest pitch heroes ever. Sure, he's all that. And that is what I saw.
You got it.
Yeah, I was. I think you got it. So, okay, right, I don't think.
Glad that you got a home run in your last. Well, Tom, thank you so much on behalf of the club. I really think. I look forward to another program from Mr. Barron and we can.
Members next year.
Well, speaking of that, next week, well, do we have, anyway, next week is Peter Moore, part 2. Part 2, it's Peter Moore, part 2 next week. And he will be picking up, Peter, will be picking up from where you left off a few months back. We all felt that there's a lot more you can share. There's some of the great stories you were sharing with us, and we look forward to continuing that wonderful program next week. That'll be next, right back here at Hillel. Will not be hybrid next week. What I'd like to do now.
It's not next week.
Oh, yeah, good point. I don't think we're going to do it next week, Marcia. We'll take it under advice because what I want to do is kind of step back now. And each one of you share with me, send me your comments about how it went, and especially those on Zoom. Do the same thing. Where do we think we could do a better job? Was there sound problems? Was there lighting issues? What do you think about how the whole thing went? I personally liked how it went. It's kind of what I expected. When we had our practice round on Tuesday, I think Ron and Diane and Ben and of course Tia were participating, and then of course Marcia as well. Marcia, my wife, participated through Zoom, so that was awesome. So let's get those comments. Tell me how you think it went. I thought it went well, and so we're planning a month from now, but maybe we'll do it even sooner than that. But when as well as I put in your minds.
President Steve, I want to ask
Yes.
you a quick question. Is there a way that you can set up a C's viewing on this?
We'll work on that. That's one of the things that we want to work on.
Because that would be great.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be great to see the people who are participating on Zoom. We have it on the laptop would be here. If you look at the laptop, you can see all the participants. And again, I thank those who Zoomed in. Again, Tia, I think it was Ron and Marcia and Christine and Chris Bradford, and Bill Rowan.
Richard Thompson wants to do it from Wesleyan too.
We want Richard Thompson to do it. Dick Thompson, that'd be awesome.
Who
else do you have?
How about the
Steve Shaker, Shirley is in.
Would you say before Sharon, I can catch? Who's the person before Sharon?
Steve.
Steve Sharon?
Oh, good.
All right, well, I think those who zoomed in, oh, by the way, I left this on the table. This is about Met performance of Madame Butterfly. It's on May 11th, Saturday morning here in Los Angeles, because at the theater, when Marcia and I are going to, is the Cinemark Playa Vista. It's piped in, it's not the right word, but what that, from the Met in New York, on the big screen, high definition performance of Madame Butterfly. As Mr. O'Keefe mentioned, for those who are neophytes in opera, focus on the beats. And John, what are the beats again?
Bees.
With the what?
No opera, don't like opera. And a butterfly, on the wind, each day.
Got it. So please, if you're interested in joining Marcia and me on this Saturday morning, tickets are $25. We'll go to lunch afterwards. I'd like to hear back from you folks sooner than later, because the tickets no doubt will go back to say yes. Then Susan and I would like to attend. Or if John, you want to come along because maybe Patty's busy that morning, you can come along.
Go to the gallery.
Do the bees on. But anyway, it should be a less fun morning, and then lunch down at the Playa Vista, down in near my neck of the woods. So anyway, let me know if you're interested. It should be a lot of fun. So with that said, we're just about out of time. I had some quotes, and I have to do quotes on cats since today is Respect Your Cat Day. And here's something that Benny Franklin said: "Time spent with cats is never wasted." So true. So true. So true. I grew up with cats. I had cats always. We had Sarah until 2017, and she passed away very, very early. Love that cat at this time. But now, and then Kevin in 2016 came home from college, and he had Cooper, and many of you know Cooper. And I love dogs now. And Cooper and Sarah, they existed together for almost maybe a little more than a year. Cooper wanted to be Sarah's friend. Sarah did not want to be Cooper's friend. That was a lot of fun. But cats were always part of my life. Love cats, they're wonderful. Here's another quote, Charles Dickens: "What better gift than the love of a cat?" And I believe that's sincere.
You're making stuff up.
What's that?
Are you making stuff up?
They're attributed to these things. I'll tell you what, Phil, look it up.
I trust Steve.
So I don't think Charles
There's no way.
made a quote about cats.
Okay, with that, I actually got 3 minutes. What did Ben Franklin say about cats?
Time spent with
Here's one. Cats are gray and dark. What? Get information for them. Okay, with that said, everyone, have a wonderful weekend. Happy Easter for those who will be celebrating Easter this Sunday. And with that said, I think we are adjourned for the day. Thank you, everyone.
Well,